Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Luck's Colts. With that, let's get you up to Indianapolis. Standing by, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Corey Liggett makes the stop. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to air one out. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception here, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rivers on first down. Gates has it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Time to get a glance at the offensive starters, and one of those isn't J.J. Watt, but it's Derek Watt that we talk about.
Nothing wrong with being little bro here. A starting fullback at the University of Wisconsin. Not many teams are utilizing this position in the NFL, but he fits perfectly. Will be a great lead blocker and can catch the ball out of the backfield.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Luck on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I love Duke Johnson's versatility coming out of the University of Miami, and he's done nothing to dispel that. Boy, he can catch the ball.
He had 61 catches in 2015.
And didn't even play a full season due to injuries.
Yeah.
Boy, his potential, almost unlimited.
On second down, here's Locke. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams.
He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Trent Cole's been around the block a little bit in this league. Whether he's playing defensive end or outside linebacker, he provides consistent play.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll work work his way across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Melvin Gordon's rookie year was a far cry from his last season at Wisconsin, wasn't it?
Boy, it was. Yeah, we got the numbers right here. 3.5 yards per carry, 641 yards, no touchdown.
Well, I think his team is really looking to do things to help him break out and get back to that Wisconsin form in 2016.
And it's complete. Henry, a 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Hunter Henry out of the University of Arkansas was definitely the consensus top tight end in the 2016 draft. I thought he might sneak into the first round. He didn't, but I think that Phillip Rivers is really happy to have him in San Diego. They're already starting to make that connection.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Allen alone to the right. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Rivers now. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. One man in the backfield is Gordon. To throw is Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Trent Cole in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. So the D-line's going to spread out. Third and long for Rivers. Surveying the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They go to Johnson again. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Locke. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Jatavis Brown picked it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Play action now. Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of his body to keep the defender away. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Again, it's Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Here's Gordon. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of...
One receiver left, that's Allen. Going with a big fullback line. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And this one through the uprights and good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Locke. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 2. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Block on 3rd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On is Pat McAfee to punt it away for Indianapolis. Travis Benjamin deep for San Diego. Now Benjamin. Shreds the tackle. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yard situations, they often become bolder.
Throwing, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Free for a Charger touchdown. Good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and very short here, less than a yard. One man in the backfield is Gordon.
Watch it now, Mike. Here we go. Wait. Ready.
Second down, Rivers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver, and it's third and short. So third down, just 1 yard to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to power it ahead with one. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Buying time to his left. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I remember Phillip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion. But not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Dancing to his left. And able to find Dorsett. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Johnson on the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
To throw is Luck. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Downs here.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of response. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, here's Luck. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. And he'll get it up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Second and 10, Luck again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent.
Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Williams, the man in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Rivers now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Third down. The Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's Luck now on second down. Caught left side by Hilton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Hilton, the lone receiver right. Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The tight end changing his position. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Fighting through. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Allen has it, left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Looking deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They come out here in the eye. Hands to the up man. This is Watt. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
A toss play, Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And ready for 3rd and 6. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. One receiver left is Hilton. He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And the wideout in motion. Back to throw. He's got time. Now a desperation. It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. How many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. One receiver left is Hilton. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come up in an empty set. Four wide receivers, one tight end. Now Luck. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Luck, flushed out right. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and now it's second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. Luck now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Oh, no, he lost the football. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now San Diego getting set to go. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars.